Hello YouTube, Camodo Gaming here, bringing you a channel update. Well guys, we finally made it to 1,000 subs. And well, maybe I shouldn't say finally. I mean, it's really only been 2.5 months, if that I've been really posting videos. And I can't thank you guys enough. It's been amazing. The support's been great. I just want to kind of talk about what we're going to be doing here in the future. Of course, we're going to keep going at Scrap Mechanic. I've got plenty of things planned. I had a build yesterday, and then of course you're going to get a midweek build, but I might not be able to like follow up with build after build on all days this week. I've got something really big planned for Friday for Scrap Mechanic, and it's going to take a long time to build, so it's going to eat up some of my time. But between that, of course, we're going to have some Planet Coaster, and if anything else sparks my interest, you know, I'll put it up on the channel. But yeah, we're definitely going to, I'm going to try to pump out videos as much as possible. I mean, I can't guarantee that it's going to be a 7-day video after video, because when I started this out, I mean, I was only doing three to 4 videos a week. But now, since I've started playing, you know, Planet Coaster, I'm definitely trying to do it, you know, 6 to 7 days a week. And sometimes it's easier. Some days are easier than others. You know, it depends on what I'm doing in my actual job, and of course that sometimes gets in the way, but that's just the way life is. But yeah, we're going to try to get as many Scrap Mechanic builds out to you guys. What you're seeing here is the monster truck build that I did. Of course, I haven't shown you that I did go back with the paint tool and painted it. And I'm actually working on a little bit of a like an off-road course here. That might be a future episode at some point. Maybe if we get some other people in here, we can do a race or something. But like I said, this week it might be a little lean during the week on Scrap Mechanic. Just keep in mind, I am building something big for Friday. I don't want to tell you what it is, but if everything goes right, it's going to be my biggest build in Scrap Mechanic, so I'm really excited about that. But yeah, I mean, like I said, it's been amazing. You know, I couldn't have pictured this to have gone any bit better. I didn't think that I was going to have the success. You know, like I said, it was just one of those things that was really new to me. I've never posted videos before. I've never really even talked into like a mic to try to commentate over something, so it's definitely a new experience. Hopefully it's as pleasant as possible. You know, I'm trying to look at ways to make myself better as far as being able to explain what's going on, and you know, sometimes it is hard. It's hard to do, especially in a game like Scrap Mechanic. You know, you're so focused, and these builds can take upwards of, I mean, just hours. Some builds maybe not hours, but you know, most will take over 2 hours, and you know, sometimes talking over that can be you almost just run out of things to say. So hopefully I'll try to keep it as entertaining as possible, and like I said, it's just something that I'm gonna have to get, you know, more used to. I've still, like I said, 2.5 months. It's pretty crazy. I know a lot of my success as far as getting to 1,000 subs has been because of Scrap Mechanic and because of the builds. But yeah, I'm looking to continue that. You know, this is just one of the first milestones that I want to reach with the channel, and hopefully you'll see some channel improvements. I'm looking to do some art on the channel, get new banners and stuff like that. Maybe even redo the intro. The intro, I think it's decent, but I've never used a program like After Effects or anything, so I just had to kind of go with it and learn on the fly and try to put something together, because I wanted to have something to put in front of my videos to kind of brand them. But yeah, I'm gonna look at doing some, you know, channel upgrades. I wanted to get to the milestones first, or get to my first major one, which was 1,000 subs, before I really start to, you know, make some channel changes. But like I said, for the most part, everything's going to stay the same for you guys. You're going to get your Scrap Mechanic fixed. Like I said, this week's going to be a little lean, but keep in mind, big build. I'm going to try to, you know, like I said, anytime a new game comes out on Steam, something that is similar to what I do. I love creative games. I love to build things. I love to show off my creations. Even like when Scrap Mechanic comes out with a survival mode, I mean, that's something I would love to start a series on. You know, and depending on how they do it, you know, that might be a series with somebody else, some multiplayer. But yeah, I mean, like I said, everything's still up in the air for how it's gonna go. I'll just, you might see some things that you're not used to, and it's probably just me testing, and testing new things out. But like I said, I mean, it's just amazing. I can't tell you how happy I am right now, and it's kind of weird telling people this, but yeah, we're just gonna continue on. Hopefully, you'll see plenty of videos. But like I said, don't get discouraged. If there's not a video every day, it's just something. Real life gets in the way sometimes. So, just keep in mind that I'm trying to put out as much as possible and try to keep the quality level high. I know there's even been some scrap mechanic builds that I go back. I'm like, maybe I shouldn't have released that, or maybe I should have changed this and that. And it's all part of like a learning process to just continue to make yourself better. And like I said, one thing about scrap mechanic is sometimes you get the feeling of you want to one up all of your builds, but then you realize a lot of things that people were requesting aren't quite that complicated, or they're not going to be as impressive as, say, your last build. So that was like one of the cases yesterday when I released the hot rod. I was like, well, I just released that airlines jet before. I was like, well, this is a pretty cool build. And then I released the hot rod, and I was like, well, this looks cool, and this is I wanted to get the world out to people with all the other vehicles in it, but it's not as impressive as, say, the airline jet, or it's one of my other big builds. So I got to keep that down, because I've seen other YouTubers, especially people that do scrap mechanic, they'll have amazing builds, and then they'll have some builds that are just a little slower, not as impressive. And I got to keep in mind that I don't have to one up myself, because sometimes I'll get discouraged and just delete a build or just quit doing one because it's like, oh, I can't make it bigger and better than the last one. So I've got a little bit of learning to do to teach myself not to do things like that. But anyways, yeah, like I said, expect some more scrap mechanic. Well, expect plenty of scrap mechanic. My channel is majority scrap mechanic, with some extra things thrown in there, and hopefully some channel upgrades coming soon. But like I said, I can't thank you guys enough, and we will see you next time, or heck, I'll probably see you tomorrow with another build or video. We'll just kind of see. We'll play it by ear and see what's going to be. But anyways, thank you guys.